Great. Hi, Cygnus. Thanks for being here with me, and congratulations for winning Eagle's Nest. Season 9, Week 1 event. You came in first place out of 27 players, won the box, and beat Adventure in the finals. So, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty okay. How are you, Michael?
Well, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. We have your deck list here that you played. So there are some cool things about it. Let's start with the rookies, or actually start with the egg. You chose Wanyamon, and I know some people like to play a different egg in your deck.
Yeah, the Boko, whatever.
Yeah, they
Bukamon.
want to unsuspend with this guy, but
Well,
you're going for
I
card
didn't.
draw, so
Yeah,
explain that if you don't mind.
yeah, I chose Wanyamon because he's cuter. Wanyamon is just better looking than Bukamon. If you look at Bukamon, he's kind of ugly. And then the card draw is also really nice. So we just kind of went with that.
Okay, and for Lekmon, so is that's just because he's the best searcher in your deck, but you still opted to instead of go another four tapier, you're doing a 3-1 split. So explain that.
So we went with 3-1 split, which I know a lot of people are going to disagree with. Gomamon, if you don't mind expanding on that card. Gomamon, search, if you are looking at it, is kind of weak in this deck. It really only hits Agiomon in the level 6s as its primary search. But then, of course, you all have the TS at the end to draw and get whatever I need. It is there because it's another body to play off Abyss Sanctuary. Abyss Sanctuary can't play out Tapirmon, so if I'm bricking or I just need a blocker on board and I have that card, then I can go ahead and get some extra value out of it.
Hmm. That's great. So main search is Select, secondarily Tapir, but Goemon has the synergy with the Abyss Sanctuary. It's cool. And
Yeah.
why there are a lot of choices for Evo rookies. Why'd you choose the Patamon?
Um, if I'm going into Sylphimon, the additional plus 2k on like if I get it swing in the beginning off of one of the level 4s, giving 2k, then 5k, then another 2k is nice. Because even if I only get one Patamon proclamation on the win attacking, I can kill most level 5s with Sylphimon's win digivolving at that point.
And then you're very specific on your level fours here. I see a lot of people they do like the Guru and the Agio, but they often have that in combination with Cyclone and Gatomon. So why'd you cut those from your deck?
I needed more room for option cards, as you can see in the list. So I just stuck with the classic 8 level 4s. I went with all Garurumon because the on play is just so good, and on face jamming can get you extra checks when you need it. There was a lot of times it came up that my Minervamon would be deleted, and so I could play out Garurumon, and it would stop someone from getting the last swing for game. It helped a lot versus Imperial Dramon specifically.
Sure, and I guess in the similar situation, it could come out from Sylphimon being removed too.
Yep, yep.
Okay, and then Agio is just a powerhouse level 4. Sylphy, you know, great level 5 for the deck as well. Kind of necessary to the deck. And then uh, you don't have like an even split of all of your sixes. It seems like you prefer the Minerva and the Venus. You got a backup Venus here, and then you're kind of light on the Neptune and the Maruki. What are the use cases for each of these five different sixes that you have in the deck?
So a lot of the times, I'm gonna have Abyss Sanctuary in security,
Mhm.
or a way to put it in security before I swing at the end. Marukimon kind of guarantees a win if they have like 2 security left. I can get it off Marukimon alliancing with Abyss Sanctuary, so it's just kind of there for a. If I get it,
Final
I can
push.
like win the game quicker. Yeah, final push. I can
Mhm.
win the game quicker. It also works really well against Royal Knights. A way to just get rid of the what's it called, the level 7 ace
Mhm.
Alphamon or Yukon. That's just an easy way to get rid of it.
Mhm.
Neptunemon, of course, is just Neptunemon. He's really good. Besides using his main effect, if you go into Sylphimon and have enough memory to go into it, that's 4 checks because you swing twice, unsuspend, swing twice because it gets +1 to the whole Digimon. The one of old Venusmon just shuts down certain decks that just can't do anything, like Imperial a lot of the time without the new level 6, the new fighter mode can't really do anything into it. It works against Huddy. People are playing Huddy. It just shuts down Huddy for a while. Um, and then we go into the other 3 or the other 2 level 6s. Minervamon's a 3 of. It's just a really good first card to drop like turn 2. It also gives everything blocker. Digivol's really strong in this meta. and especially into things like Medusamon. Uh,
What are you playing out usually with Minerva? Are you aiming for a tamer or a Digimon?
yeah, mainly if I have Homeros, I'm playing out Homeros and then just using Homeros at the end of turn to reactivate Minerva, and then I'm playing out a Searcher. I try to keep the level 4s in hand, especially Garurumon, for when it gets removed,
Mm-hmm.
because it'll just slow the game down even further after the Minervamon gets removed.
Mm-hmm.
Then 3 of New Venus. That card's broken. I don't know if everyone can read it. That card's
Yeah.
broken as hell.
Yeah, we saw you having a lot of fun with this card in the finals.
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoys watching that. Is that even recorded? Yeah, it is streamed. That 1 hour and a half game. Uh, then we have our options. We have 1 copy Title Stream, 3 copy of Abyss Sanctuary, and 2 copies of Sonic Shot. Title Stream is just there as a tech card. People sometimes don't see it coming because of its high use cost. It's kind of just like mini Neptune. So if I ever need to get something off the board, and I don't want to delete it, I can use Title Stream. So it's another out to decks like Millenniumon, which relies on being deleted. That's about it for that one. Abyss Sanctuary is amazing. It gives everything blocker, and if I have a Venusmon out, which I'm playing 4 Venusmons in total, or Neptunemon, so 2, so that's 6 targets, then everything gets Alliance. I was able to get some good games off in practice where people forgot that my Digimon had Alliance, and I was able to swing more checks than they thought and win. So it's kind of there for that. People also don't really read that it gives everything blocker. They're used to the other Throne Room card, the Iliad, whatever, something Town Throne Room, the green yellow one, which just gives you plus 2k. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Central Town Throne Room. People are kind of used to that one being in security, so they're not used to everything having blocker. People make a lot of misplays off that. Then we have Sonic Shot. So Sonic Shot's just a really funny card. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, and then it kind of locks it down on suspend phase. I was able to win a Red Hybrid game off of it when I had no Venusmons because I was able to Sonic Shot 2 turns in a row and lock down their 5 cost, the new ADO1 or RB, whatever the
Aldemon.
new list. Yeah. Tamer down, so they couldn't really do anything off of it except for gain some memory draw card.
Not the Aldemon, the triple tamer.
Yeah, the triple tamer. Yeah, so it can lock down tamers in unsuspend phase.
One of these guys.
Yep. Again, it's just a tool to slow the game down, so you can get control and then stabilize and win from there. Then we have 3 copies of In Between Theater, just an all-around good card, especially if you can turn 1, get the tamer out, then just play In Between Theater since you set them to 4 or 3 most of the time. We just love free memory, free search. 1 Asuna, just because it's such a good card. It's just more search, so it helps with finding what I need when I need it.
Usually Hiroko is way more popular than Asuna, so how come you're running, if any, you're running 1 copy of Asuna instead of Hiroko?
So even though Asuna gets hit a little bit by
Medusa?
Yeah, Medusa. Getting 2 straight cards in your hand and then playing out the card you trashed gives you like a no card loss. While if you're playing Hiroko, you're like seeing 3 cards and bottom decking 2. If I do this and I say I trash one of my rookies, then I'm just banking that search for later for an additional 2 cards. So it's way more card value.
So you're looking at so Asuna's you pay 1, but you have access to 3, whereas Hiroko is you pay you use, I don't mean pay, but you use 1 card, but you only have access to 1 more card.
Yeah.
So you're looking at pure card advantage with Asuna. That's a good take on the card. Last 2 tamers here, 3 Dan and 3 Homeros. I saw you enjoying the Homeros bounce back every turn. Every end of turn, you kept on stunning something with this guy and Venusmon, and then you would play another Homeros and stun more things, stunning 4 to 6 things per turn, and you got out of control against Adventure. Dan Yuki, I think I mostly saw you use this card just to get a free option off. Are you using the attack function of this card or just play an option off of it?
Yeah, you do use the attack function when you can. Especially if you have cards like Minervamon on board, so you get reboot. But a lot of times I'm trying to stabilize with blocker and kind of slow the game down. So it is mostly for option cards, and then I'll swing when I can win. There was a game where I had 2 memory off Dan and Yuki, and they had no security, and I was able to just hard drop Maruki for 12 and set them to 10, and then end of turn attack with Danity.
It's cool. It's a good list. I haven't seen someone do too well with a list that's so option heavy, so that's what made it unique in my opinion. And also, you're very focused on just 2 different level 4s for the DNA. That's the other unique part of the deck that I liked. So thank you, Cygnus. And was there anything you wanted to add before we go?
Not really. I think that's about it.
Awesome.
Hit Medusa.
Hit Medusa.
Get rid of that level 5.
Oh, the Lamia? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. Well, thanks, Cygnus, for playing tonight and showcasing your skill. You earned the win.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping to see more of your TS deck. And if you have any revisions saying you win again, we'll go over that too. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. It was all luck, no skill. All luck, no skill.